Hello everyone, this is our third lecture of optics. Today we are going to learn about refraction at a spherical surface and lenses. Here we will study about single surface and its equation from which we can further derive the Lensmaker's equation. Here for any spherical surface, it will give equation for the focal length is equal to 1 upon f equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. When there will be number of lenses with the common principal axis, this number of lenses will derive focal power. This focal power is nothing but addition of its reciprocal of focal lengths, that is P is equal to 1 upon f, where when there will be number of focal lengths are present, as will take this number of lenses with the common principal axis. So this focal power will given by this equation, where 1 upon f is equal to summation 1 upon fi is equal to 1 upon f1 plus 1 upon f2 plus 1 upon f3 and so on. So this 1 upon f1 becomes p1, p2, p3 like this one. It will give summation of pi which is equal to p. So commonly p is equal to 1 upon f, that is focal power is reciprocal of focal length. So as focal length increases, focal power decreases. As focal length decreases, focal power increases. So here for any two thin lenses, we can place that, or we can separate that two lenses with the distance d. Then this power, focal power equation will be here P1 plus P2 minus D P1 P2 equal to P. So this is focal power equation with respect to the focal length. Now we'll study about the single refracting surface. This single refracting surface, its factors like u, v, r, that is radius of curvature, and f, focal length, all will depends on one thing, that is refractive index of that medium. This single spherical surface, suppose look at the diagram. Here we are having single spherical surface, that is concave y, p, y dash. How we can decide this is convex surface? Sorry, it is not concave, it is convex surface. From this one side it is convex, and from this one side it is concave. But here when there will be any spherical surface, we have to decide that spherical surface is concave or convex, that is where the object is placed in front of that curved surface, and from which there is angle of incidence, or from which there is light incident on the surface. Here that light object is present at O, and incident ray along OP and along OA. So this we have to consider as a convex surface. So everyone got that? How we have to decide this concavity or convexity? Along or according to the incident ray where the object is present, from that side you have to consider its curved surface. Then here we are having this principal axis x dash px and curved surface yp y dash. This will give incident ray which is 1 undeviated along the OP and having distance minus u from object O to P, that is pole, and another ray, incident ray, which is deviating along the OA, which is making angle of incident I with the normal, and it is deviating inside that curved surface and meeting along the principal axis at point O. So this second ray OA is reflecting or refracting along AI. At I, it is giving image of that object O. Then there is formation of different angles alpha, beta and gamma. These are the angles which are formed due to the incident ray and normal and refracted ray. So these three angles will give relation for the incident ray I equal to alpha plus beta and angle of refraction R is equal to beta minus gamma. Here, as this is convex surface, it will give two different mediums, N1 and N2. So this N1 sin I is equal to N2 sin R. Then there will be alpha, which is equal to arc AP upon PO, where it is arc AP upon minus U, because this PO is nothing but distance of object from O to P, that is pole of convex lens. Then same for beta. Beta is equal to arc AP upon V. Then here we are having gamma equal to arc AP upon PI. So which is equal to arc AP upon V, small v. Now from this all equations, N1I is equal to N2R, because this angle I and angle R are very much small. So we can write this sin I approximately equal to I and sin R is approximately equal to R. Then N1 alpha plus beta is equal to N2 beta minus gamma. For this I equal to alpha plus beta, and for this R beta minus gamma. So we get equation that is N2 minus N1 beta equal to N2 gamma plus N1 alpha. So substituting value of this beta, gamma, alpha and arc AP we get this equation n2 minus n1 upon r, which is equal to n2 upon v minus n1 upon u. So everyone got this equation? How we are getting these two equations? That is about refraction at a single refracting surface. Here you can note down these equations. N1 sin I equal to N2 sin R, then I is equal to alpha plus beta and R equal to beta minus gamma. Then further equation is here, so we get N2 minus N1 beta equal to N2 gamma plus N1 alpha, that you can write down in terms of equation, that is N2 minus N1 upon R equal to N2 upon V minus N1 upon U. So where R is radius of curvature, V is the distance of image from the pole, and U is the distance of incident or distance of object from the pole. Then now we have to study about Lensmaker's equation. This Lensmaker equation will give the refractive index, relation between refractive index, focal length, then radii of curvatures R1 and R2 as refractive index of lens. So there will be two curved surface. When there will be lens, then it will give two curved surfaces. From this one curved surface, it will give R1 and R2 radius of curvatures. So here, if we assume that lens is very thin and which are having common pole for both the surfaces, and object is present at O, then the principal axis at a distance U from P and first refracting surface of lens of radius of curvature is R1, which is facing the object. So this is R1 side and this will be R2 side. Now come across the diagram. So here it is Lensmaker's equation. We are having two refractive index N1 and N2. In this equation, we have to use sign conventions or symbols. This symbol, that is for N2, before that sign conventions or symbols, just come across the diagram first. Object is present at I, one ray which is along the principal axis and another deviated ray along OA. Inside the lens, that ray will again deviate along AB. Then from B, actually it should go across this line I1, that is B to I1, where it will give virtual image. But that ray will travel along B to I and image will be here. Object is placed at the distance U from the pole P and image at I is at the distance V and image at I1 is at the distance V1. So for this we can use the symbols, that is n2 equal to n. n2 is refractive index of the lens, n1 is equal to 1, that is refractive index of rarer medium, that you can say air medium, which is always equal to 1. Then r, that is radius of curvature for the lens, is equal to r1, and u, distance of object, is u. Distance of image formed, it's suppose v equal to v1. Then the equation which we got for the single spherical lens or surface becomes this one, n1 minus 1, n minus 1 upon n r1 equal to n upon v1 minus 1 upon u. We are just placing the values for this one, all terms. Then we are having virtual object. When light will refract from the second lens, that is from other part of the lens, then it will give u equal to v1 and pi is equal to v. So by substituting all these symbols, that is n1 equal to n, n2 equal to 1, then we get that equation in terms of radius of curvature for second side or second spherical surface of the lens, that is radius of curvature becomes r2. Then it becomes 1 minus n upon r2. So when we'll take minus sign common, we get this equation n minus 1 upon minus r2. So further it becomes 1 upon v minus n upon v1. Then n minus 1 is into 1 upon r minus 1 upon r2. By putting this equations, both equation, we get n minus 1 into 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2 equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. So where u is equal to infinity, that is object can be at any distance from the convex surface, and v is equal to f, then this equation becomes, as we know, this is nothing but 1 upon f, 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. Then 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1 into 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. This is nothing but lens maker's equation. So this equation used for preparing spectacles, or actually when there will be specs for specs lens, first it is necessary to grind the glass or acrylic. So for having desired radii of curvature, we have to use this calculation for radius of curvature, and this equation is known as lens maker's equation. So we should remember that there will be always algebraic substitution with the proper plus minus signs for this lens maker's equation. So this is about lens maker's equation, and refraction due to single surface, curved surface. These equations or derivations are very important. Just prepare it by writing it in your notebook. Okay, thank you.